Hello, it is I, Brandon. I am here to do another fun reading of the Ascended Masters cards. Here we have them. The last two readings have been quite fun. I have to admit that some of the cards I pulled I didn't really think were that relevant, and then as the weeks went on, they became very relevant. So I've decided that I now have to continue doing this every single week because, I didn't expect things to be so coincidental or synchronistic. Yeah. So, before we get started, we'll do our normal energy clearing to make sure that we clear all the energy. So we'll start with the little bowl here. Aye. Whoa. A little early in the morning. Wasn't quite ready for that one. All right, we'll try that again. Okay. Okay, that was good. We're going to take the selenite wand here that we have, as seen here. We're going to go ahead and kind of clear the energy around me, kind of all around the area that we're doing this here. We're going to go ahead and take the cards out of the deck here, out of the box. All right. Get the cards. Okay. Get the book out. We'll be using the book. Hey, get out of there. There we go. All right. Book right there. We're going to go ahead and smack the cards a couple of times here. There we go. Okay, clear all the energy. What we're going to do is we're going to ask that the spiritual energy that is around today, please, using these cards, bring us messages, divine from the other side, regarding things that we need to focus on this week, to make the week easier, more productive, more benevolent or beneficial, whatever you want to say. All right, so we're going to pull 3 cards, one at a time. We're going to see what they say, all right? We're going to try to understand them, and at the end we're going to try to put them together and see if they have some kind of deeper meaning together. Here we go. All right, it's very cold. I don't know if you can see it, but I keep seeing my breath because it's very cold where I'm at right now. But it's beautiful. I'm looking at trees. So if I could be looking at trees, I'm happy. You don't get to look at trees. I get to look at trees. You get to look at this stuff. Yeah. Pine cones, they're nice. They're from trees. It's kind of the same. My pyramids are still here. I have to remember to take them back home with me. I keep leaving things here. And this is not my home. So these are good for when I'm doing these readings, but they don't need to stay here. They are not from home. All right, let's go ahead and close my eyes here. Just going to grab one random card. All right, first card is, what is it? You tell me. Oh, this isn't interactive. You can't tell me. I have to look. Peace Offering. Okay, so this is called Peace Offering with White Buffalo Calf Woman. You can look at it. I'll just kind of hold it there. Peace Offering. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what peace offering means in the Ye Olde Book. I have kind of a few different meanings that I follow with this. Usually, for me, it means that somebody, usually a person, is going to communicate with me in a way where they're offering to meet me halfway on something, or offering to maybe I've asked for something and maybe they're not going to give me what I've asked for, but they're gonna meet me somewhere. And it's usually in a peaceful, a compromising way. So it's not a bad thing, especially in a work environment. Sometimes there's different things where that's actually good. I don't, you ask for one thing knowing that you're not going to get that, right? So compromise is good. So that's kind of usually where I see the peace offering card as there's going to be opportunity for compromise. And before I even read this, my issue sometimes is that I get a little bit, in the past, and probably even now, emotionally attached to certain results, so I want to see a certain thing be the result, and if somebody is trying to compromise with me on something and I feel that it interferes with or isn't going to get me the result that I was originally hoping for, I tend to get really upset. And I'm learning that if you just allow the universe to work shit out for you, whatever you end up getting, whatever the compromise is, it's probably for the best. You know, that there's usually like a greater meaning to things. And anytime I've just kind of stepped back and been humbled and been appreciative and been grateful for whatever it is that I have, it seems like things work themselves out. So let's read this. This card heralds the resolution of an argument or misunderstanding. Those involved in the situation are ready to forgive and forget. Be open to seeing the other person's point of view to soften any hard feelings. So this could be really specifically like you've had a fight with somebody, or you've had an argument or a misunderstanding with somebody, and this week you're going to resolve that. But part of the resolution, at least from the peace offering point of view, means that maybe it's not, like maybe in your mind you've come up with all these ideas of what it could have been that caused the misunderstanding or caused a miscommunication or whatever. Maybe it's not any of those things. And maybe it's something that you weren't even thinking about. But you need to be able to like step back and accept that, you know, we're not supposed to know everything all the time. And sometimes there's going to be misunderstandings or miscommunication or, you know, things are going to happen. But it seems like this week there's going to be an opportunity for closure or for resolution or for, you know, movement in that area. So if you have an area where you feel stuck, a relationship maybe that you feel stuck, or a communication, basically if you think to your mind, where am I stuck? It might be something with work, it might be something with family, it might be a friend. Where am I stuck? I feel like that's going to work itself out this week, but it needs you, me, all of us, to be willing to allow it to work itself out. In other words, let go of your preconceived idea of what you want to happen and open up to something that might even be better than what you were expecting. But you can't be open to that if you're only narrowly wanting one type of thing. So, yeah, okay, we'll keep reading here. As you allow compassion into the situation, love's healing power ensures that everyone's needs are met harmoniously, which is a very good point, to honestly have compassion. Remember that you don't know everything going on in other people's lives, even if you think you do. Even if it's like a family member and you think you know everything about them, you really don't. You don't know what's going on in their mind, in their heart, you know, in their emotional field. You know, sometimes I don't even know what's going on in mine, so how the hell am I going to know what's going on in anyone else's, you know? Be compassionate to the fact that people are going through their own path. You know, people are working through their own hurdles, I guess. So, yeah. Cool. All right, so the other one is the be willing to forgive, which kind of means that maybe you're the one that's holding on to something, and maybe there's going to be an opportunity for you to forgive. There's going to be a moment where somebody's going to give you that opening, and you maybe have to be the bigger person and actually forgive a person. Good luck. Not for everybody. So take the meaning from what you want. Card number 1, peace offering. Let's find card number 2. Okay, card number 2. Come on down. All right, we're looking for card number 2. Card number 2 is going to be this card right here, which is positive change. Hey, this is a good card. This is a good card. I cannot stress how much of a good card this is. If there was fireworks, if I had the time to edit this shit and add graphics and like this is a good card, man. Positive change. Dude, how do I even explain this? I don't have to explain this. Positive change. Basically, it's saying that, and it feels like it's connected to the first card, that because of the resolution that's going to come from the peace offering or whatever, there's going to be a positive change. See? So if you allow the resolution to come, there's going to be positive change. Regardless, this is a week of positive change. Let's elaborate on positive change. I'm pretty sure you understand what it means. But just in case, let's read. Hey, okay, so it says that your likes and your dislikes may have changed and you may have outgrown situations that once appealed to you. Those are positive developments signaling that you're having spiritual growth. Hey, some of these situations are actually blessings in disguise, and they're pushing you to make necessary and positive changes. So if you feel like you're being pushed beyond your comfort zone in any area of your life, basically, the universe is trying to help you let go and enjoy the ride, because it's actually for the best. So, all right, you're gonna feel a little bit pushed this week, myself included. I'm gonna a little honesty. I got a promotion with my job. I wasn't even really expecting that. So I know myself, and I know that the first few weeks of any new title or new anything means that I'm going to work harder to try to validate to myself that I matter, I guess. It's like I know that I don't need to, but I also know that I'm going to. Like, it doesn't matter how much I say, oh, but I don't need to. I can balance. I know that the next 2 weeks I'm going to work a lot. I'm glad that I know that. At least I'm aware. But that means that I'm going to have to find some balance myself. So positive change comes out of all of this, though. So be ready for positive change. And if it happens to do with somebody trying to make amends or solve a misunderstanding or whatever, be open to it. Because whatever the end result is, it's positive. So let's pull the third card, because the third card's going to tie all this together. And you're going to be like, oh my god, it all makes sense. It's all because of blank. So we're going to... Third card. We're going to pull it. It's going to be the thing. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's coming. It's right here. It's right here. This is the third card. This is the card that ties it all together. Priorities. Okay. So priorities with King Solomon. This is a very important card. You can see he's holding like the big, star thingy. There's a word for it. If you know it, put it in the comments. That will create interaction, which apparently YouTube says I have 0 of. I'm an interactive person. Just, to each their own. Whatever. So what if only 1 or 2 people comment? It's fine. Priorities. My priority is not commenting. So let's read about priorities, because this seems like this is tying together, especially after I just talked about the fact that I know I'm going to be overworking myself the next few weeks. Let's read about priorities and see what it says we should do. Devote time to your highest priorities, even if that means getting to bed earlier or later. Okay, so they're basically telling me that my priorities are going to be a little different this week. Maybe I need to go to bed a little earlier or later. Be willing to do either depending on my priorities. This is a good point. I also started a class this week, an online writing class, because I need more on my plate, obviously, right? So I think that I'm going to have to do more of that work in the evenings as well. I think I'm just not going to sleep much this week. So, okay, I'm not going to be sleeping much this week. That's fine. It also says this is a wonderful time to work on projects that are near and dear to your heart. Like I said, the writing class, that's like, I love writing. I want to refine my writing skills, so I'm taking a class. That's fun. Also, I love work. I love the fact that I've been promoted to a position where I feel respected. And so I have to honor that by working my butt off. I seem like I already kind of made up my mind on my priorities, so maybe I'm in the stubborn area. But if you're in an area where you're still wishy-washy and you're not sure what your priorities are, this is a good card to work on this. Let's keep reading. So even if you're confused about how to approach a project, or you fear whether you'll be able to accomplish your dreams, do it anyways. You're going to feel elated by the time and energy that you invest into your true priorities, because your inner self will feel loved and well cared for. As you invest in your priorities, you're investing in yourself. That sounds like a really good, bumper sticker. Invest in your priorities, invest in yourself. But this is a very good point, though. And it's not invest, by money. It's time, dude. Your time is your biggest, thing. We can all make more money, right? We can all make and spend whatever. Money is irrelevant to me. But we have only 24 hours a day, every single day, and we have a very limited number of years, and we don't even know how many of those are going to be, okay? And no matter how much you work and how healthy you are, you could, just die, So, maybe this is telling me that my priorities need to kind of be balanced, because I'm hearing kind of spirit talk a little bit about the fact that maybe if I know that I'm going to be focusing too much on work, and I'm trying to balance this college class, right, and I'm also trying to balance friendships and family and my wife and my own mental sanity, maybe I need to kind of balance this in a way where I don't allow myself to bury my mind in work. But I really like burying my mind in work. I really do. I like it when I can wake up on Monday and start working, and then it's Friday and I have no memory of what happened because I was working so much that I just lost track of everything. I love it. But it's not healthy. I know that. So our 3 cards kind of tie together. We'll go over them one more time. First of all, most importantly, peace offering. There's going to be an opportunity for either you or somebody around you to make some kind of a peace offering. You're going to know it when it happens. You're going to see it. It's either going to be a text, a phone call, a conversation, whatever, email, something, and you're going to go, hey, this is that peace offering. You're going to have a moment where your child instinct is to get a little bit upset, because at first, if you don't recognize it, you're going to see this actually as a negative thing. I feel like, for me at least, it's going to come in like, oh, wait, what the heck? This is negative. This is not good. This makes me mad. This isn't what I wanted, right? But if you compromise and you're willing to listen and hear it out, maybe it is actually what you wanted. It's just not being presented in a way where it's making sense. So maybe don't overreact to the initial conversation, hence misunderstanding, and work throughout the whole week, because if you do, you're going to have positive change, which is always good, right? You don't want negative change. That's not good. Positive change is good, right? Negative change isn't good. Positive change is good. We want this. I don't think we want to be stagnant either. I know some people just want to be the same all the time, but that's not like, I want to have positive change. If I'm not having positive change, I feel like I'm basically having negative change. It's either one or the other. I don't think stagnation is really an option for me. I'm either going to be going up, or I'm going to be backpedaling and sliding down into oblivion. As somebody who's never had, like, literally it's been, 3, 4, maybe? It's been years since I've had alcohol, and I have no intention of changing that. Also, it has now been months since I've had any nicotine in my system, and I have no intention of changing that, because I had what's called positive change. I worked through all of my issues that were leading me to drinking, and I got rid of them, or I remanifested them into something that is more manageable. I took all my issues that I had with nicotine, and through vaping and lowering my nicotine levels, I got rid of that addiction as well. I'm sure I have other addictions that I need to work on. Caffeine, but I'm not going to get rid of caffeine anytime soon. I'm not crazy. But we'll work on them. Either way, opportunity for positive change this week. And the last one is your priorities, though. Just because you've had a peace offering and things are going well and you feel like positive change is coming, don't get too caught up in one thing and ignore something else. I think balance is the good key for the whole week. Try to find a way to balance what's going on in your life. Family and friends and work and yourself. The biggest thing is yourself. Often we think that because we're doing things for family and we're doing things for our friends and we're doing things for our work, that at the end of the day you can go to sleep because you're good. You forgot to do things for you. Doing things for other people is great, but you need to do things for you as well. And you need to identify what those things are. This is stupid, but like for me, it is actually picking up trash in the parks, picking up litter every weekend. I'm doing that literally right after I filmed this because I didn't get a chance to yesterday. Now that I'm taking a class on the weekends, I can't do it in the morning on Saturday. I now have to do it only on Sunday, which is not ideal, but I'm working with it. I am going to start picking up trash in the evenings after work on some of the parks to make up for the fact that I don't have the ability to do it on Saturday. But it sounds silly, but it is something that's helping me. I don't know why, but... Well, no, I do know why. I don't wear earphones. I don't listen to music or anything when I'm picking up trash. I just pick up trash and I listen to the cars go by, or I listen to the birds or whatever, right? The crazy homeless guy talking about how government's watching everything he does to a camera that's watching him. It's not wrong. Somehow in that moment, without all the distractions of my phone and headphones on or a TV or work or whatever, or even other people, I'm able to work through a lot of my own mental stuff. So it's kind of meditational for me, as weird as that sounds. And there's something about picking up trash. It's very repetitive, and I like things that are repetitive. I like the idea of just it's like WALL-E or something. If you've seen WALL-E, that one robot that just has to clean the dirt, just has to clean, just obsessed with it. That's, as soon as I start picking up trash in a park, that's what I like. It's like, I see another one, then another one, then another one, then another one. I stop when the bag gets so full that my arms can't carry it anymore, or when today I have to go somewhere and do something, and so my phone will alert me when that time is, and I'll have to go do that. That being said, I should end this now because I got to go do all that. So priorities. Make sure that you are also one of your priorities. I think that's the one that I always forget. I'm going to be honest, I get too caught up in other people, and I kind of, sometimes I lose sight of the fact that sometimes I just need me time, So give yourself some you time. So remember that. Positive change, priorities, peace offering. It's all good stuff, I think. Thank you.